Say this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the center position.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Porzingis with the block. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's White missing. Thompson with it, picked up by Brown. Thompson left side, Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Three-pointer. And again, Cunningham missing. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brown deciding where to go with it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Cunningham against Holiday. Cunningham drives in. Out to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Ivy with a screen for Cunningham. Pulls up. High post. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Now here's Tatum. Porzingis finds Holiday. From the arc. Detroit with the rebound. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The drive by Thompson. Down low. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin, but Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Here's Duren. The kick out to Cunningham. And the 3 ball is good. Cunningham's got 7 points.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
While he's a bit undersized for the floor, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Cunningham looking it over. And there's the drive. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The kick out to Cunningham. That's good from Harris on the assist by Cunningham.
Defense comes at Harris hard inside, but he is physical right back. If you hit first, it hurts less.
Out to Porzingis. Cunningham against Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Tatum dishes to White. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, Ivy with it. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 3. White the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Cunningham, a screen on White. Here's Ivy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pistons on top. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Out to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Offline with his 3. Boston trailing. Pass to Holiday. Brown outside. Tatum on the wing. And Tatum hammers it home.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Duran with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 6, and the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
On the wing, Holiday. Back to White. Pass to Holiday. Tatum against Harris. Brown with the screen on Harris. The kick out to Brown. From past the arc. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Harris against Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Cunningham passes to Duran. Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Misses the three. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Shots good by Duran.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Tatum way outside. The rebound by Ivy.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Cunningham on the wing. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Tatum against Thompson. Porzingis high post. Over in the corner, Brown. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got 8.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Ivy, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Pistons lead by 2. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Isaiah Stewart out there with Howard. Then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position. Pass to Craig. A three-pointer off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
We've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys. Hauser the pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Clock at 6. Up and in on the way. Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Beasley kicks to Stewart. Back to Beasley. Rebounded by Hauser.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Beasley against Craig. Can't hit from in close. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Stewart. And he overshot that one, missing. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. This ball movement by Boston. To the paint. Shireman can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Fontecchio passes to Schroeder. Stewart with the screen on Craig. Pass to Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Stewart's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Schroeder. Craig sets a screen. Here's Hauser. Back Back to Craig. Over to the wing. The three. Good on the triple. Craig's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Stewart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics trail by 3. Hauser the pass to Craig. Picked his pocket. And they're pushing it up. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Craig passes to Pritchard. Back to Craig from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Stewart a screen. Schroeder kicks to Stewart. Back to Schroeder. For the three. Got a piece of it. Pass to Shireman. For the tie. It's good. This game is all even.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Schroeder. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play and attack foul and get to the line.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and 79% of the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Shireman. Here's Cornette to the middle. Lets a floater go. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Rebound, Detroit. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Schroeder. It's stolen. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
So it's the Pistons now. It's a 5-point game. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And we've reached the end of the third. Pistons lead by 5. And fourth quarter basket. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Harris against Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the point. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Tobias Harris, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, This is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Left side, Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Harris outside. The offensive rebound. Holiday against Cunningham. Here's Ivy. That shot off. White with the defensive effort. On the wing, Brown. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Porzingis with a screen on Harris. Out to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum dishes to Holiday. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pistons leading by 3. Thompson outside. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Harris. Cunningham against Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Holiday.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Driving inside. And Holiday throws it down.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, sipping in before the D can rotate.
Here's Durant. The kick out to Cunningham. Back to Duran. Pass to Cunningham. The tray. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Celtics trail by 3. Holiday, Ivy defending. And here is Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. To tie it up. Rejected by Harris.
Look at Harris getting it done on the defensive end. It's a good sign for this team.
Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham outside. Duran with the screen on Howard. Cunningham passes to Duran. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Brown with the screen on Harris. The kick out to Brown. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Cunningham passes to Duran. 52 seconds left in the 4th. It's money from deep.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Over in the corner, Brown. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good on the 3. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cunningham outside. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so the Pistons take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about Close, Fred.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got Sarr, Marcus Smart out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's George, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
George's shot is off. And it's the Celtics ball. Porzingis with a screen on Middleton. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Smart. Holiday passes to Porzingis. To the inside. And stolen by Brown. Now the Celtics on the move. Up the floor. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Holiday.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
They set the pick. Middleton attacking. And the shot goes in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Tatum following the score by Washington. Smart grabs the miss.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Middleton outside. Here's Sarr. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Outside Coulibaly. George, a screen on Brown. Here's Coulibaly. Banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holiday against Smart. Holiday looking for an opening. The kick to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Rebound Washington. And the Wizards on the break. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Boston ball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that three-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Clock is at 3. Tatum, shot is good.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
George, a screen on Brown. Three-pointer is up. Middleton, they get it again. Sarr dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Washington. And the bucket is good. Tatum's got 9 points.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's the three. And George with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Holiday against Smart. 40 seconds left in the first. Tatum can't hit.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Sarr. Now here's Middleton. To the middle. Outside Koulibaly. They set the pick. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height and the reach, just overpowering.
Boston ball.
Tatum a screen on Smart. And Holiday, here we go. And that one good.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So on the floor for the Wizards, George out there with Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Koulibaly. And it's Smart in at the point.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
There's a screen on the drive. Smart. The shot no good. Good D by Porzingis. Celtics lead by 3. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Middleton. Smart outside. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Smart's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Clock at 4. Hey, strong move, Tatum!
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Here's Sarr. Over Porzingis. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
George, right side. The 3. The rebound, Celtics.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The kick out to White. Porzingis with a screen on Middleton. Here's White. Pass to Tatum. Oh, George with a steal. And a fast break now for the Wizards. From deep, Sarr. Kept alive by Washington. Here's Koulibaly. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Koulibaly's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Right side Brown. Outside Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Holiday's got 5 now.
Well, he's so smooth, and it just looks like he's never out of control, Drew Holiday.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel..."
Brown! Oh, my goodness!
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brown against Middleton. Here's Sarr. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
On the wing, Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Boston leading by 3. Holiday from long range. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Porzingis. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Sarr. Let's go with a 3. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
George against Tatum. Brown with a screen. From outside the arc. Rebound by Middleton. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
On target from range.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by George.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Kicks it out to Middleton. Shoots over Brown. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wizards. They're up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett out there with Torrey Craig, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Craig with a screen. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Craig passes to Cornett. Out to Craig. 3-pointer. Just 5 on the clock. The shot that time not on target.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Back to Craig. And down it goes. 2 points. Craig's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Kispert. to the left side wing. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
And Holmes knows that a lot of the offensive opportunities are going to come secondary. He was there and ready.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. Missed inside. Washington leading by 5. Kispert outside to the paint. Here's Holmes. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Craig, inside. 5 to shoot. Releases.
Rashawn inside that size now making a difference.
They get it back. They shoot again. Hauser passes to Cornette. Here's Shireman. Missed it, even after all of those chances.
Sam Hauser, first personal foul, first team foul.
For Washington, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. 1:52 left in the third. Holmes, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Craig. Pass to Hauser. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. And that one's good. Craig for 3. Craig's got his third basket on the night right there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Got a hand on it. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Cornette passes to Pritchard. Right wing. Here's Cornette. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Washington is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Poole from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Poole's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. Craig passes to Hauser. Craig with a screen. Hauser, that's good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Right side, Brogdon. Up top, Holmes. Picked by Holmes. And here's Kispert from the arc. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Good look from the big man as Holmes gets it to the other guy and not forcing his shot.
Pass to Pritchard. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Washington up by 6. And time for a short break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Wizards. we've got Malcolm Brogdon. He's out there with Jordan Poole. Corey Kispert out there with Rashawn Holmes. And it's Champagnie at the 4. Pass to Pritchard. Craig with a screen on Poole. Outside Craig. Lets it fly. Another one falls for Boston. Washington leading by 4. Here's Champagnie. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Back to Brown, to the inside. Tatum from long range. Tatum drills the 3.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
2 teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
Smart looking around. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Tatum finds Porzingis. Tatum against Middleton. Kick out to Brown. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for Washington. They lead by 4. He drops it from range.
Sarr is playing with a lot of confidence, not questioning himself, just using his size to keep finding buckets.
Outside Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Smart. The 3 ball. And again, Washington with a triple.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. Smart hit that corner 3, and his teammates and coaches are all about it.
Here's Brown. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Free throw good. Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
George, he's checked in for Washington. Middleton passes to Sarr. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 8. George with a steal. Pass to Sarr. Back to Smart.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the final quarter. Off target with the open look.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Back to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 7 tonight. Middleton passes to Smart. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got assist number 5 here tonight. There's Tatum with the 3. Oh, the response from Tatum.
You gotta respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
Outside Koulibaly. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line for the Wizards.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
The kick out to White. Porzingis with a screen on Middleton. Outside Porzingis. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Porzingis. It's stolen by Smart. Lets it go from deep. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Wizards.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Alex Sarr.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Just 4 to shoot. George for 3. Boston pulls it in. White on the wing. Tatum inside. George defending. Holiday passes to White. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were
Both teams. Hoping to use this game to get back on track.
Yeah, Kevin, when you're struggling, sometimes you just need that one win to get you going, and then you can be propelled in the right direction. Don't underestimate the power of having some positive momentum.
Well said. And now Washington's starting group. They've got Sarr. Koulibaly is out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's George, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Duren finds Harris. Rebound, Washington. Smart deciding where to go with him. Harris against George. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now, here's Cunningham, and he comes up with the deuce.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggle. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. The two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
With the basketball,
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smart against Duren. Here's Sarr. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that 3-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Cunningham outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Thompson against Middleton. Sarr sets the screen for George. Out left to the wing. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by George. Sarr's got 5.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Smart. The shot by George, wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Smart kicks to Middleton. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Pass to Koulibaly. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Thompson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Smart misses. The Pistons trailing. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
41 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Cunningham. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Smart against Cunningham. Outside, Smart releases. Outside for George. Outside, Smart. Over Cunningham. Nice shot by Smart. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards lead by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Wizards.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Smart, Sarr out there with George. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Driving to the basket.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
For 3, Middleton. Duren pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. The shot, no good. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Saw the pass to George. Now here's Smart. Pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. The Wizards with another miss. The Pistons shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Harris kicks to Cunningham. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Stolen by Middleton. An even 3-on-3 break. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Duren the pass to Ivy. 1:51 left in the first half. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Cunningham's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you see that motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Now, Koulibaly. There's the screen. Over Ivy. And it's in off the backboard. 1:06 left to play here in the half. Now, here's Cunningham. D right on him. To the inside. Harris up top. Cunningham, a screen on George. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Cunningham against Smart. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Smart's got 5.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Cunningham outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Smart against Cunningham. Count that bucket. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Wizards out front, up by 1. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Malik Beasley. Holland is out there with Fontecchio. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. Holmes sets a screen. And here's Poole for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Beasley outside. Out to the right wing. Beasley sets a screen for Schroeder. Yep, that one goes. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Brogdon kicks to Kispert. They set the pick. Pass to Champagny. It's stolen by Schroeder. Pass break Detroit. Here's Holland. Now Schroeder, guarded by Poole. Schroeder surveying the floor. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Pistons have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Schroeder hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Poole. Here he goes. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Back to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Kispert. Here's Champagnie. Drops in the tray. Champagnie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Schroeder outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Schroeder's got 9 points now in the quarter. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Poole. Holmes trying to free himself up. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Poole.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Here's Schroeder, and he uses the glass on the layup. Schroeder's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
2 minutes.
It's Brogdon on the wing. No scoring in this one. Holmes setting the big for Brogdon. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pistons leading by 3. A minute 42 left in the third. And that one's good. Schroeder. Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. They get it back. Pass to Champagnie. It's good from long range. Champagnie's got his second bucket of the night.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Easily into the lane. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Pistons lead by 4. Poole with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Poole the pass to Holmes. And now the Pistons fast break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. 1 on Kispert. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Here's Champagnie. He's guarded by Schroeder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Holmes. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Holmes got his first points of the night. Schroeder with the ball. Holmes covering. Here's Stewart. Basket counts.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
After Champagnie. Swiped it away. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And that one is good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Smart is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's George in at the 4. Back to Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Fontecchio. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Detroit leading by 3. Out to the wing. George against Stewart. Beasley sets a screen for Stewart. Over George. Stewart misses. Washington's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And that one falls for Middleton.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. George with the screen on top. Middleton for 3. Outside for Smart. George up top. Guarded by Harris. To tie it up. Saw. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. Tipped away. Middleton with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Coulibaly with it. There's the pick. Takes it inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Offensive rebound. Now, here's Cunningham. He's defended by Coulibaly. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Smart passes to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Pass to Sarr. Now Coulibaly. Offensive rebound. Six to shoot to take the lead. A three-pointer is right on target. Coulibaly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by the Wizards. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Smart on the wing. Ivy defending. Out to the right wing. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Team second.
Here's Sarr. Just 3 to shoot. Middleton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Harris. Kick out to Cunningham. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Pass to Sarr. Middleton against Thompson. Ooh, offline. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. From deep, George. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really...
popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Now here's Holiday. 4 on the clock. Here's Tatum. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Thompson against Brown. Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. There's Cunningham with a 3. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Out to the right wing. Brown looking around. The kick out to White. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Duren. Cunningham outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by White. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard. Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the basket by Brown.
Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
Down low. Here's Duren. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
The kick to Tatum. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. To the wing on the left. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Stolen by Ivy. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's the teardrop. Thompson's shot is off.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Porzingis in the post. Covered by Duren.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Thompson outside. A minute 42 left in the first. And the shot goes.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons in transition. And stolen by Brown. Right side Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum against Cunningham. They kick it out to Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either. Detroit leading by 3. And here's Duren. Knocked loose. Tatum with a steal. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Cunningham. 1 second left, and it's Thompson. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you...
And that does it for the first quarter. Detroit on top. They're up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pistons on D. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Tatum drops the hammer.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Holiday against Ivy. Pass to Thompson. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Tatum. Right side Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
White, the pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. Holiday surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ivy passes to Thompson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, PA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
That's tipped. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Tatum against Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Brown passes to Holiday over Cunningham.
Using all of his 7-foot wingspan effectively, Cunningham stays on the shooter.
Here's Ivy. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
15 seconds.
Ivy finds Thompson. He takes it in.
You know, that's a great example of how Porzingis can use his length to bother a shooter.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game. Porzingis sets a screen. There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
White against Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Duren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside Tatum. Nice D from Thompson.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Celtics trail by 5. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, VA, at 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Cunningham. 5 to shoot. Harris a screen. Ooh, Cunningham rises up.
There's Cunningham showing off that leaping ability. Outstanding finish with the slam.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Brown a screen on Harris. Outside, Brown. Big hit from outside, Jaylen Brown.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of this game. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Duren with it. He has 6. Count it. Good. Duren's got 8.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jaylen is from this area.
Holiday passes to Tatum. From outside, off to Mark. Detroit leading by 6. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And they'll get another chance. Duren, the pass to Harris. Off target with the 3. Now Tatum. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Detroit on top, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jaylen Duren with a strong contribution so far on this one.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
We've got Holland. Malik Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Picked by Stewart. Schroeder passes to Beasley. Here's Holland, defended by Craig. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Holland. Outside Schroeder. No good on the 3. Celtics trail by 5. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
PA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaFour. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to Shireman. Here's Pritchard. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Offensive rebound. Right side, Craig. Back to Cornette. Second chance shot. Misses off the right iron. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Leading by 5. Good on the shot.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Boston's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Craig passes to Hauser. Yep, that one goes. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now here's Schroeder. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Outside Schroeder. Fontecchio, right side. Here's Stewart. And he banks in the layup. Stewart's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, what a terrific possession. A tap in the painted area.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Schroeder. Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Back to Pritchard for 3. Drains the triple.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Stewart outside. Got a piece of it. Here's Hauser. Off the mark there with a 3. The Pistons lead by 4. To the paint. The lob. Very well done.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Pass to Shireman. Back to Cornette. Here's Pritchard, covered by Schroeder. Inside, Cornette. Here's Shireman. 3 on the clock. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Detroit basketball.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Schroeder passes to Stewart. And there's the drive. Fontecchio outside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Schroeder. Boston pulls it in.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Craig attacking. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Officials will have 2 minutes.
It was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
Isaiah Stewart, he's feeling it tonight. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Harris, a screen on Brown. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham showing the D, no mercy.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
Here's White. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Duran against Tatum. From 10 feet away. That one's wide left. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Shoots over Thompson. Brown, no good. The Pistons lead by 3. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And it's good for 2.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Tatum. Cunningham with some nice D.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
There's Cunningham with a 3. The 3 ball, no problem for Cade.
And what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Duran.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And here's Brown for 3. They get the rebound. Back to Holiday. Will it go? Boston, no good that time either. Tipped. Ivy with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Team second.
Cunningham looking it over to the inside. Here's Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Pistons.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
On the wing, Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Right side, Porzingis. There's Tatum with the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Clock at 4. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Celtics ball.
30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The kick to Tatum. Outside Porzingis. Offline with a three. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Porzingis against Duran. Fires away from way outside. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in its small forward. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Saar. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Alex Saar.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Now here's White. Marcus Smart missing that last shot, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Holiday finds Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday.
Yeah, Marcus Smart, he takes pride in being on you like glue. Just relentless on the defensive end. That's why he won Defensive Player of the Year.
They set the pick. Driving the lane and taken away by Brown. Tatum down low. Defended by George.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Middleton the pass to George. And another miss by Washington. The Celtics with the lead. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Brian Keefe. David.
Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now George, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go, and taken away by Brown, and they're running. White, wide open, he fires, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
George sets a screen for Smart. Outside, George. And stolen by Tatum. To the right side. And Holiday has it in the corner. And here's the fast break. Here's Saar. And Saar throws it down.
And at 7'1", Saar makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Smart against Holiday. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. That 3 off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 1.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Now here is Holiday. He has yet to score, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Tatum drives in, and the dunk by Tatum.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Smart against Tatum. Now, here is George. He's tightly guarded. Comes up empty down low. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Stolen by Middleton. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center.
And the urgency on Middleton's drive is terrific. The defense seems powerless to stop it.
So it's Boston now. When it comes to the league's most physical defenders, Richard, look no further than Marcus Smart.
Yeah, he's someone that has no problem sacrificing his body. Whether that's taking charges or diving after loose balls, he is relentless.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Porzingis. Ball's not loose. Stolen by Middleton. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And slam dunk by Smart.
Terrific job pushing the ball in transition. Marcus Smart coming away with an easy bucket.
Here goes Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. Launches it. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Song. George against Tatum. George passes to Song. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Song. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Washington lead. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Wizards.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We know the 90s were a different era. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Taking 2 shots.
And this is the time.
The play is under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the
Getting
play.
a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And George drops them both. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Holiday with the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Got to respect the range of
of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. And a wide open look for Sarr. That's good from 17 feet away. 14 points for Alex Sarr.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to George. Lets it go with the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Holiday, no one around him. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
3-point
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now Middleton, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer, and Sarr throws it down.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Pass to Sarr. Outside for George. Takes a 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Alex Sarr in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Brogdon. Also, Jordan Poole out there. Rashawn Holmes out there with Corey Kispert. And it's Champagny in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Here's Poole. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Celtics. And here is Craig. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Hauser, defended by Kispert. Here's Cornette. A special move before the shot.
The assist.
And the Celtics lead by 2.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Brogdon looking it over. They set the screen. It's hauled in by Cornette. Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Back to Craig. Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. And Holmes throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And important to backboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Cornette. Pass to Pritchard. The three. They get it back. Here's Hauser. Pritchard passes to Hauser. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooters like Brogdon on your roster.
Here's Pritchard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Pritchard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8 once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Good on the triple.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Holmes wide open. He fired. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Cornette kicks to Craig. Right wing.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Wizards trail by 3. Now Brogdon. Top of the key, Kispert. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Kispert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pritchard passes to Craig. From outside the arc. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Brogdon, here we go. And good that time. Brogdon's got 5.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. Here's Cornette, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics lead by 1. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Tatum with it. George picks him up. White against Smart. Off target with his 3. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
George against Tatum. Pass to White. Now here's Porzingis. White dishes to Tatum. Three-pointer. That shot off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Leaps for it. And stolen by Song.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Brown. Back to Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. And Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got his first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Outside, Smart. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Oh, huge basket from the big fella Sarr. This rookie is fearless.
Brown with a screen on George. Tatum kicks to Brown. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Washington leading now by 3. Inside. And Sarr throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Tatum drives in. And the dunk by Tatum.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Middleton outside. Pass to Song. And Sarr throws it down.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Strong finish by Tatum. Nothing was stopping him there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Look, it's not just about forcing a turnover, guys. It's about converting them in those opportunities and cashing them in.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Out to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Porzingis passes to Brown. Out to Porzingis to take the lead. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Middleton drives in. Here's Sarr. Money!
And this kid has star written all over him. Sarr put the lead on notice.
Brown outside. Tatum dishes to Brown. Back to Tatum. A three-pointer, no good. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Smart pitch to Middleton. And a miss there on the triple. Now here is Holiday. Outside Tatum. From downtown, buries the triple.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
I don't think they they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night.
rebounds have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. And it's Thompson in at the 3.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
A nice shot by Ivy.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Now here's Middleton. They set the screen. Fires it. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Ivy. Thompson, a screen on Smart. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Thompson. Cunningham outside. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Now here's Cunningham. Back to Ivy from deep. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ivy's got 6.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Sar. Let's go with a 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Now Duren. On the wing, Ivy. Here's Harris. There's Cunningham with a 3. And Harris throws it down.
Tobias has a good frame and has good strength. I like to see him go in there and put it to good use on the offensive glass.
Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. They double him with Duren. Pass to Sar. Cunningham against Smart. There's a screen. Launches a 3. And that one's good. Koulibaly.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. The 3 is up. Sar pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the right side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
And no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off out. The Pistons lead by 7. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Harris outside. Sarr pulls it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
George's shot is good.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Cunningham looking it over. Thompson outside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Harris passes to Ivy. Here's Thompson. And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He's found it. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, it's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
George out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Sarr in at center. That's the group for Washington right now. Now here's Smart. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And Smart is a very physical player. He doesn't fear getting hit while trying to score.
Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Here's Middleton, following the score by Detroit. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
We need you to get loud and welcome your Wizards Breaker.
The Pistons lead by 6. Cunningham passes to Ivy. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Ivy outside. Fires the three. Drops in the three. Ivy's got 12 points.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Back to Smart. Pass to Sarr from behind the arc. Second chance effort. Nice move. And Smart goes up strong at the rim.
And you know, you don't see guards hanging around for the boards very often. Smartly done there by Marcus.
Ivy outside. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Cunningham on the wing. Ivy, 3-pointer. Sarr pulls it in. Coulibaly on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Now here's Coulibaly. The D's right on him. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Knocked away. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Smart. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Ivy from the arc. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 18.
And Ivy is scorching hot right now. He's making the D look helpless.
George for three. Hits a three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Ivy's shot is off. Wizards trail by 8. Here's Coulibaly. Knocks down the triple. Coulibaly's got 5 points in the quarter.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. For Washington, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Smart against Cunningham. Smart passes to Sarr. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit leading by 5. Thompson with it, guarded now by George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. See, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Detroit shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And no luck that time either. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And George gets it to go on the assist from Smart. And now just a 3-point Detroit lead. Detroit has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Cunningham against George. And that one's good. Cunningham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
And it's Middleton driving, uses the glass to finish the layup.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Washington. Smart against Cunningham. Duran with a screen on Smart. And here's Cunningham outside. He drops it from range. Cunningham's got 9.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Smart against Cunningham. For 3, George. The rebound by Detroit. They've led by as many as 11. Cunningham finds Thompson. Here's Ivy. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Detroit on top, up by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You got to like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Holland. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3 spot.
Right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Beasley against Brogdon. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Beasley. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Fontecchio. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Washington basketball.
Wizards trail by 9. Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for.
Schroeder against Poole. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Schroeder, a screen on Brogdon. Beasley misses.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now here's Schroeder. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Washington has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Fontecchio. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
The Wizards trail by 3. Poole outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here's Kispert from the arc. And again, Washington with a triple.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
Shots good by Schroeder.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Champagny. Goes back up. That one doesn't drop. Some solid D from Beasley. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Drives to the hoop. Back to Schroeder. Releases. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Beasley's got his first points of the night.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley, with the feet set, knocks it in.
Champagny, that's good.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. And he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Washington trailing. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Poole, the pass to Holmes. Kispert with the ball. He's guarded by Fontecchio. 6 to shoot. For the lead. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Beasley outside. Stewart outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. We'd like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Here's Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Brogdon against Beasley. Out to Schroeder. There's a screen. Oh, sweet move. And it's good on the lay-in. Schroeder's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Here's Schroeder. Give him 8. Pass to Stewart. Schroeder against Poole. 3-pointer, Stewart. Here's Schroeder. Here's Holland. No good. Would have counted had it gone. The third quarter comes to a close. Detroit on top. They lead by 4. And we're coming right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Chris Middleton, then there's Sarr, and it's George in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Washington right now. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. The Wizards trail by 4. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cunningham outside. Out to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Washington has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Up top, George. Pounded by Harris. Outside Coulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. George is screen on Thompson. Here's Coulibaly. And another miss by Washington. The Pistons lead by 4. And here's Cunningham. Inside. Here's Duren. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds in the game. Cunningham against Smart. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Middleton against Thompson. Middleton passes to Sarr. Pass to Smart, and there's a pick. Beyond the arc. Kept alive.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Cade taking it in. And the powerful one-handed slam.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
Middleton, left side. Here's the 3. George scanning the floor. The 3 is up. Rebound Detroit. They've led by as many as 11. Thompson with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
They double him with Duren. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smart against Duren. Cunningham on the wing. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Ivy outside. Clock at 6. 4-3. Smart grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 8. Coulibaly on the wing. Ivy defends. Middleton outside. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game, he'll take that shot.
Cunningham outside. Duran with a screen on Smart. Cunningham passes to Duran. Oh, they get a hand on it. George with a steal.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Laces one from three.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
Now, I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Cunningham with the ball. Takes a three. No luck on that one. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic